Hello there and welcome. It is time for another Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Report. And today I've got a rebel list with the usual suspects when it comes to supports, rebel commandos, base and troop. But we're given General Solo another spin, as well as Jyn Erso. Also need to give Bodhi another shot, and Callus. Callus, people are putting with Jyn because she can spend momentum instead of force, so you can spend a little more freely for his rerolls and that sort of thing. So excited to give this side a try. A lot of shenanigans going on here. And then I haven't actually tried out Riff Box yet, so throwing that on the table. I also want to get Mother Talzin and Savage on the table, and Savage will benefit from Nosari's Riptide dice, so give him some extra dice on his attacks, and then of course the throw the B2s in there. That's the original squad. I was using a bunch pre-errata with Dooku's box. Well, swapping out Django for Kraken, but let's see how they do. They did lose the roll-off, so we're on odds, and they've got the further objective, so that's not ideal, but rebels obviously are going first. It's the rebel commandos. That's interesting. We do want to keep one here. Well, is Callus in range? That would be interesting. I mean, we'd be sending them to their death, but if there's a way... I don't know. Well, move. Dash to the ingress point and up. Defensive maneuver down. Might be able to cover that. Pay one for the dash. Ingress up. He will dash there and take cover. Yeah, and take cover. There. So that'll cover 4 points, double hunkered. And the Separatist team will have 1 in their control. B2s, they are on the right side. Alright, so move action. And then that'll get rid of their hunkers because they're engaged with this one. He's also within 5 and line of sight to get an extra die from Riptide. It will be a melee attack on this one. So do Riptide at 6. Yeah, let's do Saturation Fire on this for 8. And they have 4 in melee. So we do kind of want to go for the wound, except we're rolling 6 fails, so that's not happening. So that'll be 2 blocks and a reposition. Do we reposition? I mean, Riff is going to be coming up here, so maybe we just reposition over here out of range, in range of the objective, out of range. Can we be out of range? Out of melee. Okay. And then, so yeah, that did nothing. We're going to do this attack. 6 dice into 5. Ooh, 2 blocks. 3 expertise is 2 damage. Womp womp. Well, should have just doubled up on the point, but Riff is going to jump forward. Maybe just on this point. And do we want to run this advance? I mean, it's not going to get him to that point. But at least we could be 1-1 on this point. Not ideal, but then we'll put them in melee and score 1. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay. Callus. Well, Callus doesn't have to do much here. He is on this side. Don't think we can quite get in range to shoot without also doing the move. So do dash, climb, hunker, keep him safe for his rerolls later. And score 4. Riff. Alright, well, if we can nuke them, then we could flip 2. Let's see. Move. Definitely get this point. Do our jump, get our extra 2 damage. They're probably out of range now. Yeah. Okay. No extra dice. So do want to be doing a bunch of damage. So yeah, 7. Nobody's wounded yet. All right. Four expertise, 2 hits and a damage. Oof. 1 away there. So that's 5 down to 4. They get reposition. So 4 and a damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do a shove and a jump. Yeah, we only need 6, so throw all the conditions on him. Yeah. Expose, disarm, strain, wound, add momentum, refresh of force. And he could get a 5-dice attack, but he's not in range. And that will flip both of those points. For 3 landing on 0. Momentum each. Technically, Jin gets 2 heals. Let's see who's next. Basin Shroot. Nice. Okay. Well. I don't think we can flip both back, but if we can keep the 3-3 going, it'll be fine. So they'll refresh force. Oh yeah, they should be in not steadfast side. So I like to end in steadfast side. And that's the side with the dash, so spend the force first. Dash. Dash. Move. Move. They're in melee. Bays will hit B2. Flipping stance for the focus and impact. So that's 8 dice into 3. Good roll. There's 2 results for 7. Minus 2 is 5. That'll full tree, because why not? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Expose and disarm. 6 down to 5. Because of protection. There's a shove in there. Yeah, it'd still be in melee. Why not? Yep. They'll do a follow-up. And then Jarut will hit him. 8 again. Same roll. Ooh, that's 3 blocks. 6 minus 3. Nope, that's 2 blocks. So 4. We'll do 5 pin. 5 down to 4. Pin shove. And we'll stay back on this one. Talzin's about to dash and attack. We get a momentum for the wound. Han gets to remove a condition and dash. And Talzin just dash. And she's range 4, which is not enough. Can we get a little extra distance? Yeah, we're on that ingress point. Let's sit up here. Okay. Still wouldn't make it though. Alright. So that's base and root. They will flip that for 3. Shatterpoint. Talzin's gonna go. Give Savage a dash and a second dash. She's gonna move. Side of range 2 and take a shot at base. 7 dice. Into 5. I do have steadfast and the potential dash back, but let's see what happens here. 1. That's 4 results. Down to 2. So we could. They're gonna dash back. Could do 4 damage and expose. I will get the follow-up, which is important. Get us on point. And then he's going to dash just more in the middle of things. I think we gotta flip the point. But we'll send him with manipulating hand, we'll send him over this ingress point. And hopefully can wound them close to Riff, who could. Yeah, he's not gonna activate again. That's probably not gonna happen. They're within 4. They're within. They're not within 4. If we could shove them, maybe Talzin can attack. We'll be able to attack again. Shove him in range and wound. Get some force back, but anyway, we'll flip this for now. We gotta score a 3 at least. Gives both a momentum and pass it back. Oh, they refresh. See, move. He didn't use any. So yeah, they refreshed then spent. Yeah, okay. Jin. They're not going to get 2 shoves through on Savage. Jin is going to take the dash to the ingress point. Up. And then move. Let's see. This angle's going to be a pain. These angles aren't great. But I'm gonna have to try it, I guess. It's gonna be melee. It's 80 away. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that side. 6. Yeah, we'll do coordinate fire damage. Set off the strain. Cost of force. Damage. 015. That is crit 3 hits. 2 expertise. Block 1. So 3 down for 4 and 2 shoves. So if, let's see. And then follow up. And then I think we need an angle like that to get around the building. Yeah, but that'll get them off for sure. And then with that rebel, she gets a dash at the end. So dash kind of over there. What side do we want to be on? Both the same defensively. I guess it's a matter of what we want to be in this at the start of the activation. Probably that, I guess. Okay. So that does flip that for R3 and pass it back. Savage. He's gonna be able to. Yeah, now he's way out of position. We might be able to get a wound on Baze. You're not gonna wound Jin. Is Jin within? Ooh. This is a chance you could just go roll all the dice. She would be within 4 of him for that refresh. Interesting. I think we're going to do it. We're here to roll all of the dice, so let's roll all the dice. Move. Furious Rush, which gives him a dash. Yeah, let's put him over here. Okay. Base 7. 2 for being a primary. Overpowering monster. And Riptide is giving us 1, 2. Does he have line of sight? Darn it, it's just the 2. Ooh. I feel like we're getting base to base there, edge to edge. So we're gonna give him the 3, and she is going to have 5 on defense. Come on, Savage. You know you want it full tree. Looks good. 7, 8, 9, and a damage. -2. And she gets a dash, so that's 7 down his tree for full tree. We're gonna get the Dark Fury, but we're going to take the guaranteed 9 damage off the tree. Dark Fury is not gonna matter, but that's fine. Nine wound, momentum, force from Riff, and he could have a 5 dice attack, which he's not in range for. That will flip that for 3 momentum each. And, oh, that is a secondary, actually. But I would have to pay the force when the wound happens, and the refresh happens after the effect is resolved, yeah. So, couldn't pull that one extra. That would have made a big difference, though, if I could have. Recover, yeah, we'll get rid of the pin, because yeah, we get life drain. So we'll recover the pin off the B2 and pass it back. Shatterpoint. Just need a flip here. Ooh, that's interesting. Could get 2 flips. Yeah, go with Jin. She wakes up. She dashes a support. Okay, so that'll double up on that. Flip it. Yeah, just expose. And then she will focus and attack Savage. Need the double shove to get him off. Yep. Through Steadfast, so 7. Okay, 2. That'll be hit crit, so 3 crits getting through. How many rerolls would we get? 2. Hits are going to be blocked. You'd be fishing for crits. You're getting 3 through. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're going to get a shove and 3 damage through anyway. So that's what we need. Just like that. We don't need the dash. Yeah, that's gonna flip those 2, and that'll end struggle 1. All right, struggle 2. The flop is not horrible for the Separatists, but the people who are left to go are. Hold on. Savage. B2. Savage Shatter. Oh, yeah. Riff. So yes, the whole squad over here has to go. So. No, I didn't Shatterpoint Riff. Shatterpoint Talzin. Did Shatterpoint Talzin. Okay. Alright, so Talzin's. It's Talzin. I could send Savage over here. Probably can't reach there. And then these guys, who also probably can't really reach there. But they could get over here, but if Talzin's in the deck, probably don't worry about that. These guys are wounded. Bodhi and Han are back here. They're the ones who are left to go. Han could maybe... Are they wounded? No. So we will want to cover this point before they potentially snag it. Although Han would give them only a dash, not an advance. Bodhi's the only one he can give an advance to, which could help him, maybe, I don't know. I don't think he can get around here. Yeah, it's not really ideal for either party here. And it'd be close, but I don't know. Anyway, the other option, though, was giving them two that they already have, and then nobody is on here. So, didn't want to do that, obviously. Aqua droids are next. So, they get a dash move. We only have the one force left. Get another dash on 3. If one of them could get in range to hit the Rebel Commando, they are exposed. I could give them maybe a dash to get over here, grab that. Let's roll for priority. Fail. Which is that one. Of course. Don't really want to be reserving. I mean, could dash move hunker something in that sort of order. Make sure we get our 2 back points, but there's no one to like shoot or anything. Not ideal, but might be where we're at here. He's in. Maybe position him forward so that they can do something later. Alright, well, but we definitely want to score that 2 points. So, dash this guy over the Ingress. And up. And this guy, what do I want to do with him? He's basically just going to dash forward. Yeah, no one can move them out of activation, well, other than him, actually. So maybe we do set him up to go over here, although they're just going to come over here. One of them's going to sit on it. Yeah, let's just double up this point. Okay. Take cover. I don't think that's the play here. We'll go move. And then take cover. They'll be hunkered. And we'll be on the point there. They have protection, yep. Not steadfast. Don't mind where this guy is. Yeah. Alright, well, boring turn, but there you go. Score 3. And move on. Expertise is that one. Definitely not getting that one. Definitely not with Bodhi. And that is, we do have a lot of force. We do have, it's just Han left. What's Han gonna do? Try to kill Riff. Just move. He could dance across the board over there. If we want to just get the wound, send Bodhi over this way. I think we definitely, Bodhi's not going to do what we want him to do right now, so we can give an advance to him. Be a dash for everybody else. So yeah. Then on his turn, he can maybe move himself and Callus onto the point. If he's not within it already, he is. Nice. That'll get that. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to cross the board that way, but I wonder if we could get over there. Let's get an advance. Could even get a little more. Okay. It's off the tactic. And then do another move action. Try to push him off. One shove will be enough. But do we go for the shove, pin, or damage? I think we just, yeah. They don't like conditions that much. More defensive. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Move 6 dice. In melee. I think we even play one for Coronian Fire. Why not lose their hunker? That doesn't get rid of any of that, but did I pay? Yeah, I'll pay one. Okay. Four. Do have crit to hit, but we'll see. Ooh, expertise. It's just a crit. 3 is 2 crit to hit. So block 3, just the one getting through. There you go. Push pin. And do you do another attack? Someone else? Bodhi. Does he even need a force? Yeah, for his dash. Force. Who would you attack? You could potentially jump. I mean, unless you do the pin on one. Try to throw a strain on him as well. Hey, you know what? Why not? We'll throw a shot into Savage. Be 5 dice. He's rolling 4 as well. 2 expertise. That does get his jump. Block 2. Crit. So we're just we're gonna put a pin on him that he's gonna use the jump to remove. So that was worthwhile. Bit low rolling on this. But we get the 2, get a momentum, and that is Han. Talzin. We don't have any force. Let's see what the priority is. Expertise, that's the one we have. So I think pretty much just dash and yeah, I'll leave that point alone. They can't really do anything about this. Bodhi's not gonna be able to do anything over here, so we are engaged, so we will move. Do we attack them first, though, actually? Do like to keep them in Great Mother, but yeah, do the 6 dice. Attack into exposed base and shroot. 4, 5, and a damage. -2 is 3, which can do up to 7 damage. Down to, we'll do 6, and pin, and expose that wound. Jin. Oh, Jin is alive. Right, she woke up. Right, okay. Well, she'll take 2 conditions off the commandos. And wound, get that. Not within 4 of Riff, no refresh. And then, so now they're wounded. Han does not get his attack. So he's engaged. She can technically advance. So we'll put her about here. Be buddied up there. We'll take that back. For 3, yeah, it's secondary units, yeah, okay. 3, and pass it back. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually flip his card. There's Bodhi. And he can do, I need an open line. I don't think it's worth spending the momentum on the Separatist side. So he'll roll 3, looking for expertise. 1 momentum. And then he can, where is Riff? Oh, Riff is kind of body blocked here. Wonder, can we move up? Yeah, he definitely have a sight there. It says range 5. Yeah, we could focus. Oh, yeah. So, but we do need to choose. We need a rebel within 4 to move. I mean, do we really need him on there? Probably not. We're spend it because we can. He can double dash himself, that's right. Yeah, he can choose himself. That he really needs to. But we'll go here. And can he be within 3? Yeah, you know what? Let's go here where Jin's in 3 if that pops up. We'll shoot Riff. We will focus first. So 7. And Riff will roll 5. Ooh, two expertise. Basically 1 block. 3, 4, 5. 4 down. So he can get 5 pin strain, which will be enough. Get the wound, get momentum. Yeah. Mother Talzin will get a revenge trigger. Ooh, which he is in range for. She just has to get out of range of Solo. Can she pop over here and still be within 2? No. Do we leave the point? I mean, they're gonna score 1. We would just need a momentum. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. But we'll here. Maybe we dash onto this point. But not engaged with Jin. Good. Alright. Throw 5 dice into Bodhi. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. -4. Alright, everyone's just high rolling. So we'll get well, 2 of them are crits, so those will go through. We'll put 4 damage. Yeah. No expose, he's immune currently. That'll butter him up for, yeah, 2 wound later. Okay, so that'll be 1 point and a momentum. Priority. Fail. That one. Okay, we're scoring 3. Get Nos. Keep him where he is. Could he get there? Squirrel 4. What's his damage like? 3 steps. 3 steps would get him the wound. But he's not damaged, so he doesn't get the reposition. He gets a dash. Yeah, it's not gonna get far enough. Doesn't really. I mean, 3 steps. Yeah, if we got 3 steps, that would get him reposition. We are gonna get extra dice. Yeah. Get 2 extra dice. Alright, let's try it. Do have to stay out of range of Jin. Range 4. Okay. It's a dash. Gets a move. Is that gonna get him? Oh yeah, definitely. Get him engaged. Oop. Okay, melee attack, which is 6, but gonna get 2 from Riptide. And that'll be into 5 again. Yeah, needs 3 for the wound and the reposition. Okay. He has been waiting and he is ready to go. 1 expertise will be 1 block. Ooh, we could do a callous reroll. Is that going to help? Probably not. How many does he reroll though? 2. Rebel and Scoundrel. So yeah, we'll spend the momentum using Jin. Reroll 2. Not that it's gonna matter. 3 expertise. Gonna be 2 blocks. So still a full tree. Could do heals. Is he close enough to heal anyone? Could heal some conditions off of people. Yeah, let's do that. 3 heals. 1 from you. 1 from you. So they'll get rid of the other one when they wake up. I guess we could just take another one from you. And disarm, pin, 6. Disarm, pin, momentum, don't even need the point. Reposition. We'll go, yeah, halfway in between. We got a momentum. Jin is going to heal to. Might as well get rid of that. Expose. Yep. Okay. And line is not going to be able to shoot. And yeah, that'll flip that. 4. We'll get that. It was a secondary, but that doesn't matter. All right. Both people are going into struggle 3 with fresh order decks. 3 people are wounded on the rebel side. Jin has been injured, but both supports and Bodhi wounded. B2s and Riff have been wounded on the Separatist side. So they're actually looking much healthier than the Rebel team at the moment. Okay, so it's going to be those 2 for sure, which they're all wounded. Nobody's there. So either giving them a point or another empty point. That's not a great start. Callus will be the guy to send over this way, but everyone else is on this half of the board, so good to keep those 2 points on that side. Secondary units will be challenging the odds. Let's see where the priority lands. That one, alright. Give her a shuffle. Han on a fresh deck. That is nice. He is there, but he can't wake anybody up to score 2. Could give him. You know what? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Could send Callus over here. He goes over here. We look for a wound. I don't know, we throw a shot into Savage, I guess. Is he in? I don't think the jump's gonna get him there, but again, we could pin him. Ooh, would be close. Yeah, I'd have to pin him. That's not bad. We want to send him this way, so we can do that. Up you go. And he just has to sit there for the rest of the game. He's going to advance, but it turns into a dash. Ooh, he's on, barely. And then, you know what, we could try to get pins on Savage and Talzin. That would be not bad. So we'll start by attacking. We'll focus and shoot Savage. We want to get him ready to be wounded. She does have a lot of dice. Yeah, we probably won't spend for the other attack. So, okay. Focus. 7 dice. 4 for Savage. That's a better roll. 3 and 3 hits, 3 expertise. Just 2 crits. 5 total. -2, 3 steps. We do. Savage gets the jump, so we do need to take the pin. But we will do pin strain, 2 damage, down to 1, and a heal, which he doesn't really need. Take something off the Rebel Commando. Nope. I was in range for that. So yeah, that didn't do much. But the conditions are going to not be fun for them. Probably could have saved the move action to center myself on that point better, but yeah. Hopefully someone can get a wound and then he can dash. We will get the 3 points. And pass back. Expertise. That is Callus's points. That is not great for the Separatists. Riff. Could wake up. Move. It's not going to be a full move. He's going to need the jump. Pay 2 for the jump. It's going to score 2 here. They need to get rid of the pin. We don't want Callus just farming that point. So Yeah, let's do the dash. What kind of shoves does he have here? Yeah, not horrible, but also not amazing. With Callus's rerolls, I doubt we're getting a wound here. I think we gotta go for the shoves. Spend 2 for the jump. So he's also not getting extra dice from plenty of suffering to go around. We will get 1 from Riptide though. So it'll be 7 into Callus, who is no longer hunkered. 5. Ugh. 1 gives us 2, that's 4. He's gonna block 4. Doesn't even need the reroll. Oof. Oof. That probably should have just reserved Riff. Do Aqua Dress it? Yeah, 2 shoves on 3. Ugh. Yeah, that is very, very unfortunate. Somewhere, Shark Boy Donovan is screaming or rolling in his bed as he can just feel me totally misplaying Riff and giving him a very bad showing. But yeah, that's a blub, and that's a 0. We get a momentum. Jin gets to heal twice, which does nothing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Rebels need 4 points and a wound to finish this off. Not that they needed that badly. It's Callus, who is going to go into reserve because he's already sitting on that point. Bodhi. Well, fancy that. Now, the thing is, he could come over here and grab it, or he can come over here and fish for a bunch of momentum, which is spicy. He's pinned and disarmed. We'll get rid of the pin. There's more than 3. I mean, they're just gonna spend a momentum to prevent losing the game immediately. Yeah, we could go to dash. No. Yes. No. No. Yeah. So you can move. We could get in 4. Yeah, you know what? Let's try this differently. If I could take cover and then move. I don't. Basically, I want to fix the placement of Han so that he's not so easy to shove off. Put him right in there. And then we spend our 2 for whatever his active ability is. He can dash right into there. It's called Rogue One, pulling away. And Han is not a spy, so he doesn't get the extra dash, but I don't care. He did a take cover and a move. So that is his turn for 4. Boop. Yeah, so we're ready to pull off the, let's keep a little optimism if they get a wound. So, Shatterpoint. What are we going to do with the Shatterpoint? There's one person here. Where is the priority is going to be there. Talzin could put her in Sauvage over there. We need to do whatever we do without getting a wound, so if only she could get there. Could double dash Sauvage, tie that up, put her with a move and a take cover if she could get there, and then manipulating hand him off. Basically just burning through as much force as possible. There's really no other way. Well, either way, we're not flipping 2 points. How are we flipping 2 points? We would need somebody to get over here. Somebody push Bodhi off. This is pretty much a GG. Alright, so I forgot to hit record again for these last few turns, but Rebels were able to finish it off. The Separatists had a good Aqua Droid's turn that was able to flip the 2 points, getting Bodhi off and getting the dash on the attack to Callus to get up on this Ingress point, but past that, they really had nothing they could do to pull the struggle token enough, especially with General Solo threatening to just gain a momentum and finish the game if they wounded anybody. So, Never Tell Me Odds was definitely beneficial to the Rebels, especially with that opening turn, and the B2s should have just taken doubled up on 1 point to make sure they got it rather than attempting the wound / shove to try and flip 2. So that really lost them their footing on struggle 1 quite quickly. And but yeah, the Riptide dice for Sauvage did what they were supposed to do, getting the 1 shot on Jin. And Nosor and Aqua Droids, they had good attacks. They did what they needed to do. But Riff is going to take some more practice to figure out. He did not perform well. And the Rebel team, they've got a lot of momentum shenanigans going on with, Jin's box and Han, and then being able to threaten rerolls on everything with Callus, not being too worried about force. So definitely try this team again. And I mean, I'd give them another spin, not on Never Tell Me Odds, but they definitely did not perform well on this map in this matchup. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and see you next time.